Punk Revolution now. Today we're gonna be doing a deep dive analysis of the new David Bowie album, if you could call it that. Toy. So this album was recorded back in 2000, maybe 2001, something like that. It was recorded back in 2000. It was supposed to be released in 2001 by David Bowie's record label, and the record label didn't release it, and it really hurt David Bowie's feelings. So it's just been sitting on the back burner. Does anyone want to take a wild guess? What was it about this album that maybe made it so a record label wouldn't want to release it? It's a mystery. The world may never know. Could it have been the album artwork? Could it be the case that the record label did not release the album because of the album artwork? Well, I listened to the music, I listened to Toy, like a good boy, and the music is perfectly good. It's perfectly decent David Bowie. It's not his best, it's average David Bowie, and David Bowie being David Bowie, average David Bowie is still pretty fucking good. So, the record label has to have a fucking good reason not to fucking release this, and there's only one thing I can think of. Could it be the case that David Bowie, being one of the most famous rock stars of all time, chose an album artwork that was so epic, the record label would not release it, which hurt David Bowie's feelings so bad, he literally went to another record label. I swear that actually happened. He switched to another record label because he was hurt. His other record label wouldn't release this, thus changing his entire fucking career forever in ways we don't even know how. Maybe Black Star wouldn't have existed without this. And then like a fucking alpha male, David Bowie, 2 years later, drops his album Reality, with the album cover that looks like fucking this. Something was happening in the early 2000s. David Bowie was fucking driven to change the game of album artwork. And you might think it's all just a fucking joke, but this album artwork here for Reality, you fast forward 20 years from now and this is in the pocket. This is exactly what hyperpop, experimental SoundCloud Drain Gang album artwork does, and David Bowie did it 20 years ago, and imagine if Toy was released when it was supposed to be. What would experimental hip-hop album artwork look like now? So don't you underestimate David Bowie. He literally changed the game. And that, my friends, is the story of the Toy album artwork. And we don't even know what this is. What is this? What is this? I don't know. But it changed a lot. Punk Revolution now.